I'll check the patrol. Let's cut the queue.
What'll it be, lady?
Greetings to you, my good man. And who might you be?
Who?
You. I'm asking you what your name is. Who are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amazing, isn't it? In any other city, you'd be mayor by now. Just tell me what alcohol you have to drink. And by that, I mean something which neither eats through the glass bottle, serves as host to a colony of sentient protozoa, or ends me up in any obscure, farcical little problems with chaos theory and butterflies.
That's all we've got. Protozoa. They're only little protozoa.
Yes.
Ciliate or non-ciliate?
I think they're mostly rotifers.
Brilliant. He can't tie his shoes, but he can classify microorganisms. There's one for the education system. All right, give me one very alcoholic drink, complete with sentient rotifers.
You want I should make it look pretty with a couple of little amoebas on a steak?
All right, whatever. And they say the art of cocktail mixing is long dead.
It's rolling over in its grave. I don't know what we're doing with that.
And you are?
I am Casenanda, ladder salesman and lover extraordinaire.
I don't know if there's anything particularly ordinary about that.
Oh, how we danced, how we danced through the night. We danced, and we danced, till our socks were alight.
Of course.
So you're the world's greatest lover, are you?
Second greatest, really. But the way I look at it, if people think you're number two, then they know you try harder.
Okay.
So, what does the world's second greatest lover do with his time?
Do you want to know?
Oh, I'm always looking for fresh challenges, sir. I look at it as my duty to bring a romance and step ladders into the lives of beautiful women everywhere.
That is actually step ladders, isn't it? That's what that means, because the ladder's stepping. I love it! Love it!
This ladder of yours.
Ah, the finest ladder in all of the disc. The old equalizer, you might say. It allows the lover of a reduced altitude the opportunity to kiss his lady on the cheek instead of on the...
That's quite enough of that. Now look, I need a ladder. Can you get me one?
Oh, no, I only have one. And I need it for my romantic adventures. Introduce me to a beautiful woman, closer to the ground. A wild woman, a fair and beauteous flower. And the ladder shall be yours.
I hope it comes wash and wear.
Random thought.
Find some woman comatose enough to listen to that lot without screaming. That's a laugh for a start.
Right, farewell.
Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine.
Matches. I hear some noises coming from over here, I think. Blood.
Oh, blood, blood, blood.
I'm sorry.
Nothing. Just trying to get into the role, that's all.
Roll.
So, you're a vampire then?
Indeed. Child of darkness, hell brethren, that sort of thing. Well, it's a job. Someone's got to do it.
So what do you do? I mean, I've often wondered just how a vampire spends its time.
Well, I am the knight, you see.
Batman.
No, not really.
Well, that is just my point. How is anybody supposed to be the knight? It's not much of a job description now, is it? It's not as if you're even asked. Just one night you're walking home and woof, you're a vampire.
Is it that bad though? I mean, think of all the advantages.
What advantages? You tell me.
Don't have to spend much on sun cream.
Ooh,
Or a lot, one of the two.
Lower food bills, low-cost housing. And black goes with everything, of course.
Yeah, but it's this whole night thing that gets me. I never stayed out beyond 8 p.m. in the old days, and now look at me. It's like the black hole of Jelly Baby out there. I keep falling over. Being undead doesn't mean I've got eyes like a cat, you know. I mean, I wish I had, but I haven't. So if I want to do any really good stalking, I have to carry a lantern, which pretty much defeats the whole business. I look silly.
Well, is there some way other than just stalking?
Well, I tried advertising. Wanted. Victims to be drained of their lifeblood by a hungry vampire. Yeah, you'd be astonished at how little response there was.
Quite.
And when I thought about it, the whole business seemed wrong. So I decided to give the whole blood thing a miss and start sucking something else. So I started on strawberry jam.
Did it work?
Well, it tastes better, but now look what's happened. See? I rotted my teeth. Who ever heard of a vampire with false teeth?
I'd sympathise with you more if I didn't have this awful foreboding that I'm going to have to use you later on.
I'm going to need those teeth, aren't I?
As part of some overcomplicated little scheme.
I love that Rincewind knows that he's a point-and-click adventure protagonist.
You're not a vampire?
I am! Look! I've got the cloak! I've even got the frilly shirt. Think I'd be seen wearing this lot if I was alive? Look at this! That's for draining blood, that is. Yeah, terrified now, eh?
Ah!
Frozen by my powers.
Yes.
Hypnotized by the terror that strikes out of the night.
Gothic horror is dead at last. I wonder if anybody will miss it. So, this is it. You're just going to sit in here and avoid being a vampire at all? Haven't you got somewhere better to go than a seedy little bar?
Where should I go? Oh, you want to see my home, my friend? A coffin at the graveyard. You call that comfort, 'cause I don't. I'll creep into the crypt at the dawn and not a moment before.
So that's going to be relevant.
A toothless old vampire drinking a Bloody Mary without much Mary? Can life or undeath offer any deeper degradation than this? If it does, I'm sure we'll soon find out.
Yes. Well,
Goodbye for now.
sure I will need to do something. Your drink?
Looks like a Bloody Mary to me with the odd protozoan in it for flavour.
Right, okay. So he wants a small woman. Okay. And then we get his ladder. And I can't remember why we need the ladder, but apparently Rincewind thinks we need a ladder, so I assume we do.
Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses. Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
Bring out your living dead. Bring out your living dead. Dead collected, corpses transported. Guaranteed disposal to far-off climes. The dear departed stay departed. They like it so much they never come back.
That's what they always say.
Highly recommended service. Well, obviously the transportees themselves won't recommend us, but complaints are never ever received either. Bring out your living dead.
Oh, are they not? What? Oh.
Dead, sir?
Dead? Of course I'm not dead. Do I look dead?
No, hard to tell sometimes these days, sir. It's just that if you're dead, then you're stuck in trade. Our post-mortem travel service offers dozens of very exciting internment locations.
Look, I am not dead.
We're gonna have to pretend to be dead, aren't we?
Look, you seem a little bit peaky. Why don't you just hop on the old cart for a minute, and if you pop off, then it saves us all a lot of trouble.
If it's all the same to you, I think I'll avoid resting my backside on a pile of carrion.
Suit yourself, sir. I'm sure they don't mind.
Foreign climes? For a corpse?
Well, corpses have needs too, sir. It's not all just fun and games being dead. There's a sudden stiffness in the joints, continual growth of hair and fingernails, not to mention noisy poltergeists and neighbours who dislike being gnawed.
Ignored?
No, gnawed. You know, maggots and such like. Pshaw, should hear the way some of them go on about it. I mean, it's not like there's anything I can do about it. Still, I thought the offer of a few exotic locations for internment might soften the blow, as it were, sir.
So, how is business these days?
Tailing off, to tell you the truth, sir. Most of the dead hereabouts nowadays provide their own transport.
What? They just start walking around all by themselves?
Yeah, bloody cheek. One minute you've got a livelihood, and the next minute everyone decides to be a zombie, all posh-like, and starts walking about and frightening school children. I've had to ruin myself, making my service more attractive.
Attractive? How?
Foreign climes. You're not paying attention?
Well, used to be we'd just take the stiffs and chuck them into the plague pit outside of the town. No, beautiful ceremony it was. Very touching, watching them slide down and go thump at the bottom of the hole. Real poignant, like. Now, though, you have to make it seem more attractive than wandering the streets as one of the walking dead. So now we offer transport to foreign climes. You know, sun, beaches, relaxation, that sort of thing. Hopefully it's just what your freshly snuffed corpse desires. A good holiday to get some of the kinks out.
Posthumous travel services. I wonder if he gets many return customers.
Well, with zombies, it's quite possible.
Be seeing you then. Oh, lovely. A cartload of corpses.
Oh yeah, we already looked at that.
Still, I suppose it's nice to get out for a bit of a ride in the fresh air.
Yes, we've already looked at that. Right, let's go into what I assume from this picture is like an embalmer's thing. So, down. that must be Granny.
Slops.
Can I pick them up?
I don't think we ought to examine this one too closely.
Okay.
Granny Weatherwax. A tough lady, this one.
Yes.
Best to let her get the beauty sleep she so obviously needs.
Oh, good thing she's not here, otherwise you'd be in deep trouble.
I guess this is the bucket they all kick before they go.
Can I borrow it?
No, afraid it's welded to the floor.
Ugh. defeats the point then, surely. No, I want the sign. I want the sign.
As she can't answer, there doesn't really seem any point.
Oh, I was hoping to steal the sign. Because assumably then, that would then lead someone to check if she was dead.
Jars, eh?
And then that, I don't know, that might do a
I'd
thing.
say somebody around here has a pickling fetish.
Maybe it's Gimlet.
I'm already in enough of a pickle.
He didn't say a pickled what, he just says a pickle.
Can you imagine what horrors that could be kept in here?
Let's find out. Let's find out.
Fortunately, it's locked.
Oh.
I'm not putting my hands in there.
So Granny ain't dead.
What, shall I get inside it? No way! Nobody's ever interfered with the luggage and lived to tell about it. Let's just leave him.
Right. I did a thing.
New improved burning incense. Toasted frog scented.
Is that one of these? No, I think it's gonna be a bad smell, isn't it? We've got glitter dust. Can I use it on?
Let's leave.
Yeah, it probably is wiser and safer to not do that. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Ah. Well, maybe if we finish our cycle round, we'll have to the cemetery. Hello, what are you doing here? Let's take our pick of what we'll do next. Take our pick, because we just took a pick.